My name is Cindy Clow. I work with the Plymouth Public Library, and I'm here with One Book, One City. And I'm also here with Sandy from Simplee Stated Gifts. And she is located right downtown.
Yes.
You need to check out her shop. So Sandy, what brought you down here to downtown?
Actually, it was the idea of downtown South Bend used to do the pop-up shops at Christmas time. And at that time, I worked in downtown South Bend and was a crafter. All that type of thing was always, well, how could I do this but still work? How could I do this? And it just, But 11 years ago, I negotiated with Martin's here in Plymouth a pop-up shop of my own in a spot that a lot of people don't remember, but they used to have a Radio Shack. And I did a pop-up gift basket store. That's how I started, was doing gift baskets, that type of thing. And they did it. They let me do it. And for 6 weeks, I would work my full-time job and then come to the store and do my pop-up shop in the evening and then go home and make baskets, that type of thing. While I was there during that season, a mother and daughter found me, Lori and her daughter. And they were starting a store in downtown Plymouth, asked me if I wanted to be one of their vendors with my gift baskets. And it was in this building, in this space.
Oh, wow.
That's what brought me here. That's what started it 10 years ago. And so then it evolved into, well, here, let me come and help. I was here on Saturdays, helping whatever. When she went on vacation, I would come and help. I would, take a vacation from my job to come and run the store so she could have it. And then she had opportunity to retire and move to Florida to follow her daughter and her grandchildren. So she and her husband retired. And that afforded me and a lady that I knew at that time the opportunity to take over the store and make it our own. So then we had a store together for 4 years, and then she left to pursue her own thing. And again, I stayed, and now it's me, and it's been 10 years. It's been a 10-year ride right here in the same spot. So, yeah.
We're going to give her a pause. Okay. So the other question is, I've noticed that you have a large spectrum of different things. And
yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. So can you tell me some of that?
Yes. So, as a gift shop, as a store, you want to try to offer a little bit of anything and everything so that you can hit all the little niches. Like my husband said, you got to have a man cave area. So there's a little bit of lodge and cabin and fishing and hunting and lake life, camping life, all that, so we can appease those men when they come in with their wives. There's a little something that they can look at too. I have handmade jewelry from a lady that's locally here in Rochester, and she makes all my jewelry. I have a little bit of clothing. I have home decor. I have a great selection of spices and seasonings and fun little drink mixes and food items for people, fun little cake mixes, lots of little sitters. And a year and a half ago, I added to the mix a laser engraver system. It was something that my husband and I saw when we were on vacation a few years ago. Went into a gift shop, and it had a custom picture framing, which I also do. I'll mention that as well. And they had a laser engraver system, and we got into a very deep discussion with them about expanding their business and what that's done. And it's like, we need to be looking at that. And so we partnered with a company, P. Graham Dunn, based in Ohio, USA company. Partnered with them because they already had a system in place. And so it afforded us the opportunity to bring in product I was already bringing in, but now I have a system that will allow me to engrave on some of that and personalize it for the customer. And it's right here, and it's local. And you can basically get it done while you wait in most cases, or maybe, the next morning or later in the day. But they can get it here, they're picking it out, they can do part of it themselves, so it's a great thing. And then I also added to the business 4 years ago. I bought out the frame shop that was here in town. She used to be located right here in this space. I bought out barred window and am now a custom picture framer as well. So, yeah. just try to, yeah, merge it out and get some variety. Get some variety for our offerings. So.
That's fabulous.
Yes, yes.
I would like to actually,
Yes.
can you show us some of the things that you do personalize?
Yes.
So you have different mediums that you print
Oh,
on.
yes. So
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, everything, if you want to get a shot of this, everything that I have on the white and lots of stuff back here on the crates all have some ability and some way that I can add to it. It can be engraved. So like this will come from the company like this, but then I can add to it like a family name, established when, same here. We've got keychains, dog chains, ID tags. There's a bowl, there's a great little salad bowl, rolling pins, utensils, cutting boards. Cutting boards. The gift, we've seen and heard about people who get the recipe, grandma's chocolate chip cookie recipe engraved on a cutting board, and it's in her handwriting.
Oh my.
Yes, that is something that I can do as well.
Sandy, there's glass up there too.
Yes, and we're actually going to engrave a glass. I have an order for a customer, and she needed a glass. So the system is real easy. It's meant to be user friendly. So we're gonna scan this. And then here's some layouts that the customer can choose from. And this one needs to be W. And we're gonna put it in this font. Okay, it needs a little bit of an alignment, and I will take care of that. See, so the customer can do this part, and then it will tell them after they hit, it looks great, I like it. It will say, please find a store associate, and that would be me. All right. This, I'm going to tweak it just a little bit because it's just a little bit out of alignment.
That is so cool.
And it's a glass, so I like to make sure I have a nice straight edge on that. So this is going to take us 1 minute and 52 seconds to engrave. So we're going to set up our template, put in our glass. And the machine is ready to go. It's going to take 1 minute and 52 seconds. No, some of the, it does ask for me to give it a cooling time, but the glassware, the ink pen, stuff like that is not exactly hot to the touch. Sometimes the slate, when I engrave on one of the coasters in that, can sometimes be a little bit warm, but most of the items, depending, the wood items, if there's a real big detail in it or I'm engraving a lot on there, you can definitely smell the burn in here, and it's a little warm to the touch, but it's not hot. It's not hot. So there we are. We engraved it. So
that looks nice.
It looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. That looks really nice.
So, but I've done pop sockets, journals. The slate coasters are probably my #1 seller, a set of the slate coasters. That's always a great shower gift, great wedding gift, great housewarming gift, that type of thing. So,
That's really nice.
Yes, yeah, it's a great addition to the business because it offers something. If they don't find it out here, or they find something but we want to tweak the idea, there's probably a way we can do it with this machine.
Sandy, one of the questions that I had, because we had talked and you had mentioned the fire. So the
Yes,
question, how
yes.
did that affect you?
Yes. So I could get emotional, but
That's all right.
but this is part of small town living. This is
Yeah.
part of small town living. So there was a fire in the building. For those that may not know, there was a fire in the building the day after Christmas. When I'm thinking I'm getting ready to go into that slow period and can get some background stuff done that I was wanting to get done, that type of thing, I got a phone call. And from a gentleman who was here and said, Sandy, did you know? And I'm like, no, but I'll be right there. Got here, and yes, there was a fire in the apartment above my space, and it was in the ceiling of the second floor. So my space did not get fire, but path of least resistance, water. So it came through my store and then eventually went to the basement. So that put me closed. I have been back in my space, so what are we, June 3rd? So I've been back in my space since the end of March. So it was a pretty quick turnaround. Very thankful the building owner had the focus be on my space, get me open so that I could be operational again, and I'm very thankful for that. But what I wanted to comment, besides the firemen being absolutely wonderful to me, absolutely wonderful and very patient with somebody who was a little bit hysterical, as anybody would be, helped me protect as much of my stock, my inventory, and that as they absolutely could. And they covered stuff, they moved stuff, and all of that. And I absolutely cannot say good enough about the firemen that were here helping me. Yes, absolutely. I like to scream it from the rooftops if I could, because that's how much I appreciated what they did for me that day. But what was even more amazing was as people saw it unfolding and realizing what building it was in, and immediately the calls of, are you okay? The text messages, Sandy, what's going on? Are you okay? Do you need me? Do you need me to come help? Customers, people I've only acquaintancely met because of this business were offering, Sandy, I'll be right there. Sandy, I have a truck, I have a trailer, I have storage space. What do you need? And that is small town. That is small town. And very humbling for people that I've only met on that cursory said, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? So it is absolutely why I'm here, why I'm still here, why I do what I do, is because it's small town community, small town. And yes. It meant a lot and still means a lot, because once I got opened, I just had to come in. You're still here. I want you to be here. I don't know what I need, but I'm going to buy something today because I'm glad you're still here. Again, thank you. Thank you to the community. So, I know, sorry. I told you it would be emotional.
It's good. One of the things that, and I'm still emotional, one of the things that, especially meeting you and some of the other local business owners, has really hit home with, how important it is that we support our local business.
Yes.
And you have things, it's the personal touch, forget Amazon, guys, let's go.
Yes.
And really choosing to buy local.
Yes.
And
I think it's as a local business person, I live in this community. I live in Marshall County. I support Marshall County. I donate to the causes here. I help with things here. I'm on committees here. So helping me and buying from a local person is a way to say, thank you for supporting us. But, you are helping to support my family. I mean, that's true. That's what we all have jobs for. But you're helping because I'm putting back into the community. At the same time, a community supports a small business is putting back in. And I've made a point to try to be very good at donating to causes and helping in some way. I've had a couple of sales now that part of my sales has gone to I had one for the wreaths.
Good.
I've donated to a couple of church committees here in the area for functions that they were doing. Just different ways. I mean, there's lots of the silent auctions and the fundraisers and stuff like that, and that's all good stuff too, and I'm glad to help with that too. But I need to have a greater step of donating, and I'm trying to make a point of that. In some way, I'm giving back to the community as a way to say thank you and for supporting me.
Absolutely.
And as a small business, I think that you will find people will come in and I'll know, they're like, oh my gosh, what a cute shop. You've got such neat stuff. And so that's immediately the clue. This is your first visit with me. Oh my gosh, thank you for stopping. What can I help you with? And what brings you in? What are we looking for? Where are you from? And it's a way to get to know. And I know a lot of my customers, and my customers know me. They know about my grandkids, they know about what my kids are doing, and I know what their kids are doing and their grandkids are doing. And or so-and-so had surgery, how did that go? Or you weren't feeling well last time you were here. So you get that bond with your people too. And I've garnered more friends. I consider them all, they're not customers, these are friends. This is extended family. It's extended family.
And I think that something that I do want people to know too is that with the bingo cards, you're
Yes.
definitely on that.
Yes.
Sandy has donated,
Yes.
given a gift certificate. So you guys make sure that you're using those bingo
Oh my gosh,
cards
yes, yes.
and coming to Sandy, coming to some of the other businesses, because I love what you said, that this is about helping our community.
Yes.
And when we help local businesses like you, we help our community and we help the people
Absolutely.
around us.
Absolutely.
So, Sandy, thank you. so
Thank
much.
you. We can do that now.
We
I've been
can,
vaccinated.
yeah,
You've
we
been
can.
vaccinated, so we can do that now.
So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it, and I think it's a great program what you're doing with this. And
Good.
the book that goes along with that is a really, really good book. And I finally have been digging into it and getting
Yeah.
into it. But we've had a couple discussions about it,
Yeah.
and it's
Is it
really
good?
good. Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Thank
So,
you
thank
so
you.
much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Awesome.